Well, with me now, the AFC Wimbledon manager, Johnnie Jackson. Johnny, defeat here today, what were your thoughts?
I thought first half we was outstanding, to be honest. Scored a goal, could have had more, hit the post and a few other openings that the way that we set the team up, the shape that we had about us was really, really strong. Allowed us to counter-attack and create those openings, situations, and gave up very little. So at half-time, obviously, we was really pleased and sort of carried on for the first 10 minutes, maybe the second half, and then obviously give away two poor goals from our point of view. So it sort of undoes that hard work, that we've all done as a team, as a unit, to set up the way that we have. You have to see it through, and you have to defend those situations. And small bits of detail have let us down, that we haven't managed to do the basics of defending those set piece situations, and we leave with nothing, and it's cruel. It's a cruel game, but that's football.
Turning the clock back to the first half there, I mean, you're without 9 players to start the game with that you'd have in there, and a really encouraging first half from these young boys.
Fantastic, yeah. There's no point shying away from the fact, we've got 9 senior players that would all arguably be starting in this team, sat at home. So we have to find another way. That's where we're at as a squad at the minute, and giving young lads opportunities, and in that opening period we looked like a really strong side, really good the way that we was organised, set up, and we just couldn't see it through, and that's the disappointing thing for me, because we haven't been undone by that they've opened us up, carved us open, got through our shape, through our press. It's 2 set piece situations that we must deal with better as individuals. We've got to do our jobs better in their moments, and it's cost us, and it's really, it's cruel.
What a start for Luke Jenkins though on his league debut, getting that goal early on. He's been through a lot.
Yeah, and Jenks has gone out on loan. He's done the hard yards this season. He's come back, and obviously we've called him back because of the state of play with the injuries, and there's an opportunity for him today. And we know that about Jenks. He's really aggressive, wants to go and head the ball. In training, he's always causing problems from those situations. He's gone and got his head on, finished it off, got his head on the one, and then finished it off really well. And that was no surprise to me. With Jenko coming into the team, was something that we highlighted that would be an asset of ours today. So, but I thought he defended well. Obviously, he's off the pitch, getting treatment when we concede. So again, it's one of those things where we're a man down, and he then has to come off the pitch, and we end up with sort of the most makeshift of back fours, if you like. But again, that's where we're at. That's where we're at as a squad at the minute. It's unprecedented. You couldn't make it up. But what we have to do is realise that everyone, as a group, as a football club, we have to recognise where we're at and bite down, work hard, work through this period, and we'll work through it. There's enough on that football pitch today that I'm seeing to know that we will work through it, and obviously then we can really get down to the nitty-gritty of taking this where we want to take it. That's not the team that I want to put out there for these supporters. We don't want to have 9 sat at home missing. We want to be strong, and we want to come away from these places with results, and obviously that's made much more difficult. But today, I think even with the lads that we had out there, the young lads coming in, still should have done that today. So that stings a little bit. That's football.
We showed what we're capable of though towards the end of the first half. Ethan Chislett could have had a second goal for us off the post. Yeah,
and I think if we'd have gone in 2 up, that would have been thoroughly deserved by the way we played in that period. We looked a really well organised, strong, powerful team, especially on the counter attack, and Chiz there hits the post, could easily go in. I think we all had a chance from a set play that really, really similar to their goal, to be honest, and we don't take that. And I think if we go in 2 up, probably no complaints from them, and we probably walk away with something. But we only had that one to show, and obviously didn't defend well enough in those moments, just those few moments that they had, to see it through.
And just a sign of how things are going for us at the moment as well in the build-up to this, you lose Nick Zanev and Hussein Vida as well. What's the situation with them?
Yeah, just lost those guys. Well, Nick's a little bit different. He's been playing sort of trying to manage an ongoing thing, injury, but it's got to a point where he felt unable to play, and that it was affecting him enough that it'd be to the detriment of the team. So no problem. In comes Broomy, but obviously Huss was a bit of a blow because Huss was in the team, the shape yesterday, and we lost him at the very last minute. So obviously you have to juggle the pack again. Having just got him back is, I just can't tell you how frustrating it is. It's just when you think you're getting lads back, it's not the case, and you lose another one, and you come here with 9 missing, knowing it's going to be difficult. But the young lads, well, it's not the young lads, everyone here is giving it everything. They've given it absolutely everything today. The young boys have come in and they've had a right go. Two league debuts from the start, another one from the bench in young Obed Yeboah. So that's great for those young boys, and they gave everything today. It just wasn't to be.
As you said, disappointed with the 2 goals that we conceded, and we've got to get back on it quickly because Walsall visiting Tuesday.
Yeah, we have to address it. What we spoke about already in the changing room there, and we'll speak about it Monday, and we'll work on it. And Walsall are going to come here, and they're going to have moments as well where they put you under pressure, and we have to deal with it. We're going to have moments where we can't keep coming out the other side, and a lot of that comes down to individual responsibility, knowing your jobs, knowing your roles, not making sure your man don't score, making sure you clear the ball if it's there to be cleared, making sure if you're coming for a cross, you get there, you claim it. All these basics that we speak about day in, day out. You cross that white line, and that becomes your responsibility. That you need to. The boys need to step up and take on board. And again, for the majority of the game, have done it. But that's cruel football. That's what football can do to you. You switch off in 2 moments, probably out of 90, and we lose the game 2-1. Fair or not, that's the facts, the realities of the situation.
And for you, you're positive it's still going to turn?
Well, I know it will. We will get bodies back from injuries, and seeing enough in every game. Probably bar last week. The Crawley game was really disappointing, but even in defeat, aside from that game, we've seen loads that encourages. But obviously, I'm seeing situations that I'm not happy with as well, and all this is learning for me and for us as a football club about where we want to go with it, who we want to take with us, how we want to shape it going forward. And I'm learning that every single week. I'm learning about myself and what I need to do, or how I need to improve. And the disappointments of this season, they won't be for nothing. I can tell you that, because we're going to use all of that as fuel to come out. Get over the line this season, just get the job done, and take this exactly where we need to go in the summer.
Johnny, thanks very much indeed for your time.
Cheers, Rob.